Welcome to Board Game Machine streaming channel. This evening we have two so-called professional players, one from Italy, who is
Hello guys.
quite known in our country. Hi Manfro.
Hello, ciao a tutti, buona serata.
And another one who is renowned mainly abroad because he's a seasoned player from Austria. He plays Warhammer 40k since many years. Mr. Kevin Zollinger, good evening to you.
Ciao a tutti. Hi.
He started the correct introduction. So, why are we here tonight? Because in few days we will have the second edition of the SUPERCUP. The SUPERCUP is a live event in streaming that will be available through Twitch worldwide, of course, thanks to this tool of the web. And we decided this year for this edition to make it European. That is to say, to invite a champion from 4 different countries. Manfro qualified for our country, and Kevin is representing Austria. So thank you both for accepting the invitation. A lot of people is really excited to enjoy the show and to understand how you will be approaching this event under a tactical and strategic point of view. I would like to start with our guest, Kevin. Kevin, since how many years do you play Warhammer 40k?
Too long. Way too long.
Okay, I make it easier. Since which edition are you playing Warhammer 40k?
I think since the start of the second edition. So many years, and competitively on tournaments, I think since 2004 or 5 in Austria, and we are organizing tournaments in Leoben since I think 2006, 2007.
2006, 2007. So you started in the middle 90s, since the second edition was released in 1994, as I remember correctly.
1996, I think, I bought my first models, and 1997 I started playing, if I remember correctly. But this is so long time ago, I don't even know the editions, to be honest.
The third edition was released in 1998, so should be second. Nice.
End of second, I guess. Yeah.
You look younger than a player of the 90s.
Yeah, this is just because I have skincare and because I'm my camera is having a filter, maybe.
I understand.
And you still have hair. That's important.
What about you, Manfro? Which is the edition with which you started playing Warhammer 40k? 10th edition or what?
No, 9th edition, but I had few matches during the 4th or 5th edition. I don't remember. I just played one grand tournament in Milan during I don't remember the year. I was just there to have fun with friends, but I didn't like 40k. I was playing Warhammer Fantasy Battles, and I was focused on it during those years, and I picked up 40k in the end of the 9th edition, 2000, just after the COVID problem. So
okay.
it was 2020, 2021.
So you are a sort of new buy.
Yeah. Not of the hobby, but talking about 40k. Yeah, totally.
Nice, nice. What about the Austrian scene, Kevin? I know you are involved in many events, both as organizer, as players. How do you organize in Austria events? How is Warhammer 40k? Is it in fashion or is a niche playing this game?
Yeah. Back in the days, the tournament were a bit smaller, but nowadays, or since the last 3-4 years, starting with the Open Cup, we got more competitors, we got more players from abroad. Like we're having many teams as well now from Italy and past years as well. And I think this is a complex thing of the community. Like you have to build up a community, and you have to do many things for the community. And yeah, I think it's very important that the Austrian scene grows as well. Like nowadays, we have, I think, 100 up to 100 competitive players.
Mm-hmm. And are they happy you are representing them?
I don't think they're that happy. Maybe they would have sent it someone better than me. But yeah, I think we as Austrians are all happy and looking forward to the event. Like we are also happy that it gets streamed. So yeah, we are all very excited for it. Yeah.
Nice. It's just me, or you look frozen in the cam?
Yeah, it's the filter for the skin
It's
ads of
Yeah,
it's usually freezing time to look younger. Kev.
Yeah, I think my screen has a freeze. Yeah. So
You wanna try to log again? Maybe.
I try. Yeah.
Manfro, mentre aspettiamo il nostro amico Kevin, while we are waiting our friend Kevin, I would like to ask you if you improved or somehow implemented your way of preparing yourself for a tournament. We would like to know your secrets on how you approach a tournament such as the SUPERCUP, how you choose the final army, which is your strategy, pre-tournament strategy.
Okay, it's a pretty simple question. I can only answer in this way. Let's say that I try to choose the army, of course, choosing between the armies that I possess. I have know the 40k as army, of course, and yeah, that's my first way to choose it. After it, I like to swap army during the tournaments, during the season. I don't like to stitch to one army for a very long time because I need the new sensation when I play matches. So after a couple of tournaments, I usually try to swap
So you
the
like to
army.
change.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's a good way to improve the game comprehension, because sometimes we are the orc, sometimes you have to face the orc, so it's important to play them and how to play against them. This will improve your game comprehension. Also playing orcs, so facing them will improve the gaming with the army you are facing. I don't know if was pretty clear what I said, but yeah, I think that swapping armies is a good way to improve your
Proficiency.
game. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
So basically, you train with different armies in order to be more prepared in eventual tournaments, no? Facing
Yeah,
rows of
yeah.
armies.
Yeah, and I often decide
But-
the army talking about modelistic aspect of the of the model. So
We have
I
Kevin again.
welcome back, Kevin.
Sorry, we're having bad weather here, and seems like this has a connection issue with me.
Yes, we see you between beautiful sunflowers. Who painted these sunflowers?
I think my wife, to be honest.
Your wife.
Don't tell her. I think she.
But did she use your
Citadel colors.
colors?
No, I really don't hope so. If
You
yes,
don't-
then we have a problem.
You don't know, you don't ask. Of
Yeah.
course.
The less you know, the better it is.
Nice. I was asking Manfro how he was choosing his army for a tournament. And now I would like to understand also your routine, how you train for a tournament, do you happen to decide your army? Do you have tests? Do you brainstorm somehow? Which is your secret, if you can share a bit of it?
My secret is that I have good dices, so I dice very good.
Okay. Loaded dices. Okay.
No loaded dices. Never.
Loaded.
Never. Usually I take the dices of my opponent as well, but I think I choose my army. If it's a singles, then I choose whatever I wish. Like most of the time, Space Marines or Death Guard nowadays, or the Daka orcs I played at the Teams event when they were standing next to me and saying, "Hey, please play me."
With that voice.
Exactly with that voice, but I really hated playing them because this was kind of broken and this was not a fun game. I would either lose than having boring games like them playing with Daka, to be honest. I mean, in Pavia, I had 5 very good players and good opponents, and I enjoyed every game. But I regretted bringing Daka orcs. I was regretting it after the first game, after the first shooting phase. I thought, I should have brought just Chaos Knights or Space Marines or anything like this to have more fun.
Okay. But did you test a lot for this tournament, which you are supposed to try this weekend? I wanted to say to win, but I
No,
don't want to bring bad luck to you. So
there are 3 good other players, so whoever wins deserves it. Yes, I played last week. I tested much, like we were with the national team playing in Amsterdam. So I could try out different kind of armies. I could look at other armies as well. And yeah, I really had some troubles finding the good army, but yeah, I think I found it.
you think you found. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's a good piece of news, and we really look forward to enjoy together with our audience your choice. Anyway, this is a period we will be traveling a lot, Italy, because the next week there will be a first try of one important event, which will be held in Casale in the north. Can you tell us something about this, Kevin?
Yes. So the moment I come home from this beautiful tournament in Rome, I have half a day. I pack my stuff, and then I start packing for Casale. So I have 7 hours at home. So yeah, it will be a tough time with my wife. Yeah, but for Casale, I think we are now at 290 players in total, or 300 players in total. so it will be very, very cool. We're coming with a very good team. We have also very good partners in Italy, and we found many friends, even in Pavia. We found very good friends, new friends, and we're really looking forward to a great event and to enjoy. So it will be very, very cool.
How many game systems is Alpine about?
In Italy, it is Old World, Age of Sigma, and 40K. And we have as well Flames of War, but Flames of War so far we just have in Austria. So,
and I guess it's still possible to join the event. No, subscription are not closed, correct?
yeah, it's Friday is our closing date. I think we have 2 team tickets left for the 40K, 4 for Age of Sigma, and Old World is I think 2. I would have to ask Michele or Ishik, but I think 2.
Michele Zanco.
See?
Michele Zanco.
Very, very good man. Very good man. I love him.
Mickey. Manfro, will you be joining also that event?
Yeah, we have a team. I have know the routine of Kevin to go there, but will be tough as well because I usually work, during the weekends, so will be tough also for me and my work. But who cares?
Okay.
Meters are more important than work for some aspect of my life.
I take time off for holidays to make the event. So
I have no holidays, so it's not a big deal for me. When you have no holidays time, it's easier to find some days to play Warhammer.
Nice. So a life dedicated to hobbies.
yeah.
Let's say.
So I would like to ask you both a couple of questions. Just remember our audience, the tournament is the Super Cup is about bringing 2 different lists from the same codex. And you need to play each of them at least once during the event. And you need to select one of them secretly before each game, and all this part is usually one big part of the fun. But now I want to ask an uncomfortable question to both of you. What army will not be... Oh, somebody is coming here. Mr. Tony. Tony, how are you?
Nice to be here.
Hello.
Welcome to Board Game Machine. Tony is our Swiss champion that was elected through a regular grand tournament on the Alps.
Yes,
a while ago.
Yeah, a couple of months ago.
So I was asking last question to Manfro and Kevin, then we will go with you and Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
Or Hugo, maybe it's the correct.
You can say hello,
Hugo
everyone.
Ricciardi.
Hugo Ricciardi.
Ricciardi.
I'm French, but my grandfather
But
is
now I'm a
Italian.
bit confused. Because somebody is displaying Austria t-shirt.
From our friend.
Oi.
We will see if you will name in our friend also on Sunday.
We will.
Always.
Forever and for always.
Kevin, which army will you not be bringing to the Super Cup?
I won't bring Daka. 100% no Daka.
No Daka. Nice.
This was an easy answer.
What-
The actual Daka is pretty.
And
easy.
now the most uncomfortable question. Which is the final chart of the tournament for you? Which country will be first?
Ah,
Second, third, and fourth. Make your guess.
I think I think Italy will win in front
Italy will win.
of Swiss, in front of France, and last will be Austria.
But you are reading the chart upside down.
No.
No, okay.
I just have luck. The others can play. This is very important.
Okay, so I write down Kevin is forecasting Italy, Switzerland,
Mhm.
France, and then Austria. Okay.
See,
What about you, Manfred? Which is the army you won't be playing in this tournament?
I will not play Imperial Agents. Pretty confident about it.
You're really boring. You're really boring. Yes.
I have no miniatures, so I can't play them. So
Manfred, give us the final chart of the tournament.
I never played against Hugo, Tony, or Kev.
I played Tony. Tony is a really good player.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I played in the not the last, but in 2023 WTC against the guy with the Imperial Knight from Switzerland. I don't remember the name. The guy
William.
with the good yeah.
But
And
he's
I
not-
remember that one BK killed my Transcendent Cthulhu in one activation. I was really impressed about it. So I'm scared about the player that comes from that nation. Really out of average with also with the Kevin dice that are legendary now. But yeah, I will follow the chart. The last WTC, I'd say Hugo that won the France tournament. France won the WTC, so it's pretty easy that he will be one of the best player at the tournament, at the Super Cup. I will rate myself as fourth because yeah, I prefer to see myself in fourth position instead of the first one.
Do you need to explain this gesture because this is an Italian gesture?
Okay,
They don't get it, Manfred.
okay.
They think you are a heavy metal player.
I also I like metal and heavy metal bands, but
In Italy, we are used to send away bad luck doing this gesture. We do many gestures.
yeah, we are Italian. We are that kind of people, and I'd say Hugo, I'd say Kevin, Tony, and Manfro. Sorry, Tony, you are just way better than me in, but it's
We'll
just
see.
because I don't know nothing of
Okay.
you as players. So
Tony and Manfred. Okay. So we could be finished with you and Kevin. If you want to remain, of course, you are welcome. But if you have anything to do, we can separate now. I leave the decision up to you, guys.
yeah.
nothing to do. I said I have to go to paint some miniatures after, but I have still 20 minutes to spend with you, so no problem for
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
You can.
I need to go, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see all of you next week or this weekend, and I'm really forward to have a look in Rome with all of you together. And I'm really hyped for the event. So
Okay.
I would like to say thank you that I got invited to the event, and I wish you a great night and a great stream. Yeah.
Guten Abend.
Bye, Kev. Bye.
Bye.
Dante,
Bye.
Kevin.
Bye. So, Hugo and Tony, I remember both of you in WTC. I saw your your faces there. I also met Tony in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Last November.
Yes.
We were like, what the fuck are you doing here?
That's true, man. What was you doing there? What was you doing there?
Yes, I don't know. I was buying things at this Games Workshop stand.
Yeah.
Were you in Atlanta, Hugo?
No, I was not. I won a golden ticket, but I didn't have time to go to Atlanta. So,
Join. I understand. So you left an empty spot, basically.
yeah, I left an empty spot. It was at the I won at the golden ticket at the EGT against Liam on the final.
Oh,
Yeah, and no one from the top 8 took the golden ticket, so maybe it was 14 or 15, the top 15 players going to Atlanta,
wow.
I guess.
And how did he perform? How did he perform in Atlanta? The guy that went there.
I don't know. I don't remember who
Did
was
he
it.
come back at least? Did he come back at least to Europe?
I guess, yes. I hope for him. I think Europe is better than USA, so yes, I hope for him.
You are really a French guy in this statement, and I agree with you. Anyway, guys, I would like to introduce you both to our audience and to explain our subscribers why you were selected for this tournament. The Super Cup, as I told previously, is a tournament between 4 European national champions who will be challenging each other in a heat which will be held totally live on streaming in the next weekend in Rome. So we have somebody from France, Monsieur Hugo Ricciardi.
Ricciardi.
Is correct?
It's correct. It's
But this is Italian. This is Italian. Come on.
This is Italian name, so maybe you should pronounce it.
Hugo is Hugo.
In French, it's Hugo, but
Hugo.
I guess in Italian we can say Hugo.
Hugo. We don't spell the U. It's
You.
U
So
in Italian.
in English, Hugo. In Italian, Ugo. Ricciardi.
Ricciardi. It seems, it looks like a name of Inglourious Bastards. Ugo Ricciardi.
Hugo Stiglitz.
Ugo Stiglitz. Yeah.
The Jewish bear.
The Jewish.
No.
No, it's not the
Hugo
Jewish.
Stiglitz was the German bastard that killed other Germans. Yeah,
it was a German guy there.
Nice. While Tony is our Swiss champion, but unfortunately he doesn't come from Canton Ticino, so he doesn't speak Italian.
Un po'. Può parlare un po' italiano.
Un poquito. But he knows very well the Spain language because
yes, because I'm Spanish and Swiss.
You have
I was
double
born in Spain,
citizenship.
and I play for Switzerland since I live here for the last 13 years. And I was living here as well when I was a kid in Switzerland. So I spent like half of my lifetime in Switzerland. I have the Swiss pass as well. And I learned to play 40K in Switzerland. So I get into the Swiss scene and was lucky enough to get a spot on the team 3 years ago, where I met you. And you gave me, by the way, in this game that you mentioned, you gave me this shirt, man.
Terminator.
Which I wear a lot because otherwise, like say, Captain Terminator.
But now,
I was
you like the smell.
Terminator.
You like the smell of Daniela.
I like the cut, man. There is not a coolest shirt than the Italian shirt from this year. It fits perfect. I wear it a lot when I do sports.
Don't tell
Makes
it,
me
please.
it makes me look with this Italian flair, you know. This it's better looking.
Don't tell it because Manfro is criticizing the T-shirt of last year.
But this is
Oh.
2 years ago, not last year.
I
And
made
the
them.
last
I
year
made
was
them.
my design.
These were really a nice cut. I love them. It's one of my yeah. This is one of the that I like the most of all I have.
This is a message for Daniela and Pietro. They don't
But
like my design and my stuff, and that was one of my shirts. So
Nice.
okay, gotcha. So let's start with our neighbor Hugo. Since how many years? Since which edition are you playing Warhammer 40k?
I start a long time ago when I was a kid. I start from just Warhammer, not Warhammer 40k. For the competitive way, it was in edition 8,
Edition
8 or
8.
9. Yeah, the end of the edition 8. Start playing with a team event for the first time in France. And after a couple of years, I continue to play, and I love it. So from 5 years now, around 5 years.
So you are a relatively recent player.
Yeah,
If
I played.
compare,
Yeah. I, I I started to play when I was a kid, but it was in the kitchen with nothing, so it doesn't count.
And
a, French, a
Hugo,
French
you was a kid like yesterday, man. You're still a kid. Come on. How old
Oh,
are you, man?
I am 45 years old now, so
35. Oh,
45,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, you look way younger.
Ah, thank you.
in this stream, it's only me to look older than the age I actually have. That's a pity, really.
Don't reveal it. Just leave it there.
yeah, we are not. All the four players are not in their 20s. Okay,
No.
that's important. Okay. Important to state.
3 times 20. What about you, Tony? Since how many years are you playing 40k?
I started really not so long ago. I started in the mid of ninth edition, just during COVID, and I started painting. So I was playing when I was a kid, really years ago, and not like Hugo. um, I was playing fantasy with high elves. I played for 2 3 years, and then I left the hobby. And I was doing a lot of sports, like a crazy person, doing triathlons and stuff like that. And then the COVID did hit us very hard, so we could not compete for a couple of years. And then at some point, it was like ending the COVID. I said, "Come, I don't know why YouTube showed me a lot of videos of people painting models, so I started to paint again, and I always wanted to paint these futuristic models, like 40k, because my models were like fantasy models. So I said, come on, let's start painting some bikes. And um, and I knew at this moment, when opened the first box, this is gonna be a problem, because I already knew that I'm gonna like it, I will like to play it, and I will leave for sure the sport that I was doing. And this is what happened. Though I left sports on one side and started doing 40k like crazy. Like everything I do is always like that, like giving 100%. And I think at the end of ninth edition is where I started to play tournaments. And the community and the hobby grew so much the last years that it appeals to keep going. It will be different if one feels that maybe the scene is getting smaller. But I think the hobby is growing so hard the last years. When I started, when I started here in Switzerland to play, like end of COVID, it was hard to find a match, right? At some
Mhm.
point, I found some small community that was starting to play like competitive games, but there were no tournaments at all. I mean, I think Swiss has like 2 or 1 tournament a year, 2 by then. But nowadays, I mean, every weekend we can go to a GT if we want. It's crazy.
Oh,
In 3 hours or 4 hours drive car, we can visit a GT almost every week or every 2 weeks. So it's appealing to keep pushing, right? When you feel that the thing is growing, you want to grow with it.
nice, nice. And Hugo, which is your favorite army? I think everybody has one favorite.
My favorite army?
One, or if you have more than one, of course you can.
My favorite army is Eldari, I guess. But yeah, it's like a toxic ex-girlfriend, you know. I don't play I don't play Eldari too much right now because I played too much late years Eldari for French team. So I was like, I need to stop, and I discover a new love, Space Marines.
Space Marines.
I'm already new in Space Marine. I have nearly no models, but I love it, Space Marines right now.
It's a tough choice because the codex is that high.
1 billion data sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a billion of data sheets. Space Marine got more characters than datasheet on other codex like knights or orcs.
Yeah.
More captains, not the characters, just captains.
Just captain and lieutenant. Lieutenant.
Yeah, the same.
What about you, Tony? Which is your favorite army? I already know the answer, but
I
just
mean, for me, it's clear. I'm basically a pure Marine player. I started to build like 3,000 or 4,000 points of Tau. I have been playing them, I think, end of 9th when the Codex came out. And I have some Imperial Knights army getting built up, but Marines is my love. When I started, I mean, playing Marines is like playing everything. You can play everything. And with the new, I mean, in 10th edition, it's even harder. You can play a mobile army, you can play a tanky army, you can play a killy army, you can play a scoring, board control, pressure. You can play whatever you want. If you want pressure, you go with Black Templars. If you want mobility, you go with whatever Gladius is playing, or you can go with Death Watch and be everywhere. If you want to be tanky, you play Dark Angels with Deathwind Knights. So I have, I don't know, 10,000, 12,000 points of Marines. And it's what I love. If you want to be Austrian, then you play only vehicles and you build up the Austrian Highway, which is very well known from Kevin. I mean, you can play everything, almost every archetype while you play Marines. So this is very hard for a Marine player if you want to keep competitive to switch to other armies, because you need to have the repetitions on super amount of different archetypes within the Marine codexes. And for me, I tried, but I still remain in Marines, and I cannot go away.
So you are a consistent Marine player.
Yeah, it's basically
Just to quote your words in Atlanta.
Exactly. And I have been twice in Atlanta with Marines, and it was very good. I have my 2 coins from every year, so it worked well with Marines.
Nice. Hugo, are you with us? Yes.
Yes, I'm with us.
Because you were a bit in the dark part of your room.
Oh.
He's just playing Shadow Marines.
Shadow
So
Marines.
we would like to understand a bit of your secrets. How do you train for a tournament? How do you choose an army? How do you select your army list? Do you have a routine or a special formula to rely on?
First of all, I choose the play style, the most important thing for me is the playstyle. Like, I'm not a Gladius player. I don't like it, even if it is the best. I don't like it, so I don't play it. I love melee army, fast army, so I decided to play Blood Angel first when I switched
On
to Space
Gladius,
Marine.
it works. It works on Gladius.
No.
Oof.
So I love fast army, melee army only. A lot of French players are playing only melee army. So first of all is the playstyle. Then I test it not a lot when I'm playing a new army list, but I exchange with other players like in France, Sacco or Oliver Weiss, the French captain, or Liam VSL, and we brainstorming a lot. We discuss a lot on Discord, like a ton of hours in Discord just to think about units. But I only play the army list like 4 or 5 times before a tournament, not a lot.
Oh, nice. So you don't have a stressful playing routine, as I understand.
No, but we in my French in French team and in my French league team, we got a lot of scrim every week. So every
Ah,
week we are playing on scrim. So
I was speaking with Johan about the French playing scape, and I was in in shock. You have leagues like a football
exactly.
A league, B league, C league, and you go with a team through the leagues if you
Yeah,
perform good or bad during the season. And
exactly. It's like exactly the same like NBA or French football league. In France, we play a lot team event. It's like everyone is playing team event, team event, team event, team event. This is a nation of the team event. We got like I don't know how many people, like maybe 2 or 3,000 3,000 players on the French Federation. 2 or 3,000, yeah, player on the French Federation playing on the League 3, 2, and League 1. And if you win everything at the top, the captain of the winning team is the new French captain.
wow,
So
Tony, are you impressed?
Yes. I mean, when I hear these numbers, like we have 3,000 people to choose, right, for a national team, and in Switzerland we have maybe, I don't know, 200 people playing competitive, and maybe like 20 people apply for the team, not more. Yeah, it's a different level. This is true.
we don't have a 3,000 pool of players to build the
Of course.
friendship. Yeah, because we got a lot of team in the third league, but not every player are in
Of
for the
course.
top competitive. But in the French selection for the French team Discord, we are like 50 or 60 player for the last pool of player.
Mhm.
So 50 or 60 players at the end.
Yeah, but it's still impressive, right? When you have a selection of 16 players out of a huge pool. So these are the 60 best players of 2000s. We are the 20 best player of 200.
Mhm.
So you cannot compare.
And we think every day about team meta, team building. Like in the last French team last years, I think only Sako was a solo player, a single event player. The 7 over was only playing team event.
Ah,
So yeah, we speak every time about team building, rosters, codexes, lists, but only focus on the team.
Mm.
If you want to compare with like UK, in UK they play every time on solo event, UKTC, UKTC, and one time in the years they are playing for team event. So it's not the same thing. So we select their player from solo event, and we select our player from team event.
nice, nice. What about you, Tony?
No, I said. I mean,
How do
our
you select Nami? No, this was the
Nami. Okay,
original
for
question.
me, I'm
How do you train for a tournament? How you
Yeah.
make a choice instead of another?
Yeah.
Let us understand how much you are consistent.
Okay. To be honest, I'm pretty lazy inventing lists. So I tend to take armies that are already proven to be good. I'm not so super creative. It's not one of my skills, to find the combos that work and no one invented. So I'm more the person that I play Marines, so I see the 4 or 5 archetypes that works with Marines the best in the current meta, and then I choose one that fits my playstyle in this moment, or what I feel in this moment. For example, during the last years, I have been playing more tanky, good first defender armies, for teams that just ensure to make a close score
I
and
remember,
can. Yes,
your
we played when you
tanky army.
exactly against you. I was playing Dark Angels. No, Black Templars.
No,
The
Black
Black
Templar.
Templar with the 5 affiliate pen and stuff.
No,
Yeah,
I would say unkillable Black Templar.
yeah, you kill them with your gene stealers. But so I tend to not prepare. This is probably one thing that I need to improve. I don't prepare so good tournaments, so I'm not looking as others to, for example, what kind of missions are going to be played, or what kind of layout are going to be played in tournaments. So, and according to that, you take, maybe if you play GW, you take probably more a shooty, or you have better shooting angles. If you play WTC, you maybe go more for melee. So it's on my case. I just normally take consistent lists. For example, at the moment at Marines, we have like 4 or 5 different lists that are super consistent, right? We can play tanks, we can play Gilliman with something. In Gladius, we can play Blood Angels if you want to have a more assault army in their own detachment, or in Gladius as well.
Mhm.
Or you can play Death Watch if you want to be mobile and shooty. And or Dark Angels if you want to be tanky and you play Terminators and stuff like that. So, or if you want to be assaulty and maybe not so and super one target killy, you take maybe Black Templars in Gladius with the Sword Brethrens and the captains and just kill everything. So I don't prepare so much. For example, for this tournament, and maybe this is the next question, it is so complex. It is a tournament with that amount of complexity. We don't know. We don't know the maps. We don't know the missions. We don't know the opponents. We have to bring 2 lists. So at the end, I just decided to just not prepare. It's it's unpreparable.
Tony, this is to further your laziness,
Yeah,
because from all of your speech, I understood you are lazy.
I'm lazy, man.
I don't want to invent combos. I don't want to. It's just
It is true.
We
But
can ask you also in Italy because we are famous for our laziness. So you moved from Spain to Switzerland. You can move from Switzerland to Italy. Okay.
it still works, eh?
You are welcome.
Yeah.
but,
No, I
but
said I'm more like I'm lazy in terms of inventing, but I'm good in terms of investigating. So I'm good selecting what is good, what is bad, and then I'm good at taking that archetype and play it how it should be played. This is, I think, the skill, but not inventing. This is Liam and 3 other people in the world, and it's not gonna be me.
I understand. We had Liam last
Castor is as
weekend.
well.
Yeah.
Castor from France. He's a very nice inventor. He invents new archetypes out of nothing, like last year's Space Marine list with a billion Marines on the board with 5 of pain everywhere and whatever, and it worked. He became world champion. So I'm more the kind of people that sees that and say I want to play that, and then I take that and play it.
Mhm. Nice, nice. So, Hugo, Monsieur,
Yes.
Monsieur, Monsieur,
Monsieur.
what will you not be playing the next weekend? Don't be annoying like Manfro who replied
I'm not.
Imperial Agents. Give
I
us a
will.
more tasty reply.
I will not play Chaos Army.
Chaos Dark, wow.
No
This
Chaos.
this is not nuts. So you exclude the chaos side of the chart.
Yeah.
And what about you, Tony? What will you not be playing
hmm
this weekend?
I'm gonna be super ballsy. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna play.
Hey, come on.
So since I think my chances are rather low, anyways, I'm gonna make them even lower by telling what. No, I'm gonna play Marines for sure. This is 100% sure.
We didn't understand this. I couldn't suspect it.
Yeah, I was tempted.
w-
I mean, I was tempted to bring. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like we're gonna have a lot of Marines in the tournament. It's what I want. I am feeling, right. So I thought, come, let's build something that is just anti-marine. The problem is you cannot build anything that is anti-marine because marine is everything. So what do you
Yes.
build? So I'm
But,
gonna.
but telling that you will bring Marines means that you have basically half of the codex available.
Yeah, true. Let's keep it like that. I'm not gonna give more advices.
Yeah. So, Hugo, now
Mhm.
our little game. Give us the final chart of this Super Cup. Which nation will win the Super Cup, in your opinion?
Mm,
Hugo, don't be a pussy like the others, eh?
mm.
Don't be a pussy, Hugo.
Yeah,
show
yeah,
your
yeah.
balls. Show your balls.
I will.
Just,
I will respect my French ancestors, and I think I will say
just a
French.
second. Just a
French.
second. Hugo, last weekend, no, 2 weekends ago, we had the Italian Master,
Yeah.
which is a tournament identical to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Paid exception, we just invite cool people to this event. We invited Liam and Nassim Fushan
I know them.
to play against a couple of players from Italy. And we asked Liam and Nassim who will be winning the tournament. And Liam replied, I will win and Nassim will be last. And Nassim replied, I will win and Liam will be third. He was more positive about Liam's chances.
And who won? Who won?
Liam, of
Which is
course.
your guess?
Liam with Eldar.
No,
No,
Liam
with
with
CSM.
Chaos Space Marine.
Ah, of
With
course.
CSM.
Chaos Space Marine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, Hugo. Which is your bet in the final chart?
Because I'm French and French are arrogant, I think I would say France will win the event.
France will win.
Take
Nice.
because French reputation. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, and I think it will be a final versus Tony.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you will do great at this tournament.
you will
Yeah.
see. You will see.
Yeah.
How much did you pay Hugo? Tony?
French are not cheap, so this was just out of him. I didn't pay anything. I cannot afford.
I understand. So
Mm.
France first, Switzerland second.
Yeah. Then I think Italy. Andrea.
Italy will be third.
Yeah.
Just because
Then
Manfro is listening, of course.
Because I'm here. Yeah, that's because I'm
no,
here.
no, no, no.
Kev
Otherwise,
was.
you would have replied Austria.
And then
It's pretty similar to my bets.
sorry for you, Kevin. You are not here, so you are the last.
Just because of that.
No.
This
Send him.
happens to people.
Call him back. I will say. I will say it again.
What about you, Tony? Let me
Okay.
have your guess.
Okay, before I say the four countries, I have to say that it's going to be very interesting. It will depend a lot on the first pairing, because having two different armies that you need to play at least once, I don't know how the roster will look like, but if you get the first round and you have to play there, I mean, you will play one of your two lists. So if your stronger list or the more general list is get used on the first match, you still have the other two to play, the second and third. But if you play if you are in need to play the one list that you only want to play once, then the opponent knows what you are going to be playing, and this is even worse after the second round, because everyone will. Well, it may happen that someone has spent already his army 2 times in the first and second game, and then it's obvious what you're going to be playing. Maybe
Yes.
the other not. So it's going to be very crucial how the parents will develop. Said that, I mean, French are known, Hugo said, for being arrogant. I'm Swiss, which is normally neutral and very polite, but I'm as well Spanish. So I have very thick balls. And dudes, I'm not going to Rome taking like 4 days holidays to not win. I'm gonna freaking win this event no matter what. And even without preparation, who cares? No, but of course I'm gonna win. I have to say that, otherwise I will not try to go. In fact, I think that I'm the lowest skilled of all of us four, but I'm still gonna win with luck or whatever.
You will
I
find a
think,
way.
yeah, I will find. I will find the way. I will be lucky on the first pool, and then with a mission, I don't know. I will be lucky somehow. In fact, I think that Kevin will be second. I don't know. I mean, I know him very good. I watch him a lot. He's super successful in singles. He has some nasty lists. Then, if he brings them, it's gonna be very annoying if we are not prepared against this specific list that he normally plays. The heavy tanks and stuff like that. And on the other side, if we take armies that are prepared for Kevin, he will have maybe a second list that fucks us. So I think he has a very special play style, and he's a winner. He made it to the German finals last year, being Austrian. I think he's gonna got second, but very very close. And I think that Hugo and Manfred will tie on the third spot. And I think it's gonna be a very close event. It's gonna be like, I mean, it's only 3 games. I think the winner will be decided probably by points. I don't know what is the tiebreaker, Daniele. What is the tiebreaker? Points or
Tiebreaker is a game in points.
game in points? So
from
let's see.
0 to 100, the points no, from 10 to 100, because there are also battle ready points.
Mm-hmm.
You collect each round will be the tiebreaker.
Okay, this is a very good information as well, because this means if you're not playing the WTC format, means that it doesn't matter if you win 100 to 99. This is better than winning 80 to 11, for example. It's better to score 100 points. So
No,
it will depend.
maybe I didn't explain myself. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0
Yes.
point for a loss. And then if you have the same tournament points, you go with the game points too.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, still it means still. If you win 100 to 99, or is there a tiebreaker? Is there a tie bracket like in WTC?
No.
No,
You
it's 1
just
point
need
you win.
to score 1 more point than the opponent.
Exactly, which means it's gonna be very important to see what kind of armies we take. If they are high-scoring armies, I think this is gonna be better than high differential armies. So I think it's gonna be very close, very basically on that. Probably we maybe even do like a triple tie or quadruple tie, and then the guy that had the highest scoring army will win. But I would say yes, Swiss first, Austria second, and Italy and France third. Tight.
Nice. So we have our forecast. I will make mine, but I won't reveal it up to the end of the tournament.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
No.
No.
I'm the referee, so I don't want to. I'm the referee. You play by yourself.
Yeah.
Usually
are
I'm
man
just
enough.
asked, hey, do I see this model within the ruins? Yes, no, this is the referee calls I'm usually asked to do.
Nah.
Anyway, I think we have a plan. I was really impressed by your statement, Tony, concerning it depends on the first round
Yeah.
because you still have 2 armies available in the first. It's not true that you are lazy. You studied the rules of the tournament.
I tried a little bit, but I'm not bringing armies that will score high or something like that, so it doesn't matter.
So this
The
was
important thing is if you win all the 3
If
games,
I win 9
you're
points, I
fine.
win. It's fine.
Yeah.
One simple tactic, just win everything.
Exactly. This is
Easy.
the best way.
so. Before telling to all of you good night, I would like to remember our partner, which is the store Ars Manufactoria, which is located in the north of Italy. They have a huge shop, very efficient e-commerce. You can order from them your favorite toys. They ship worldwide, Europe-wide, Italian-wide, Switzerland-wide, French-wide. They ship everywhere, and they have a storage which is close to the size of a small town. So anything you need, you can find there. They have a good discount on the Games Workshop games. So you have an alternative to find your favorite toys and get them quickly. Tony, Ugo, Manfro, I really look forward to meet you all next Friday because you will be landing in Rome on Friday and we will be meeting at the airport. Aside Manfro, who is coming with train, I guess.
No, because
By car?
it's just canceled today because of the sciopero.
On the strike? Oh.
So maybe I will reach you by car. I still don't know. I will wait tomorrow, but probably will be
That's
cancelled
interesting.
my train.
That's interesting. I will ask you a favor then. Bring me something from your town.
A pizza Rossini, you mean?
No, not pizza Rossini. Pizza Rossini is an awful pizza, which is typical of Manfro's town. It's a pizza with mayo on top of it.
Nah,
And
come on.
eggs. Ah,
And eggs.
Tony,
I like
Tony.
it.
Okay, cool.
We will try.
Nice.
We will try.
Yeah, I will bring you one piece.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you for being here on Board Game Machine streaming channel. We will be meeting you, all of you, next weekend. Our tables are ready, the cameras are ready, so the show will be exciting, and I really look forward to see which one will be the correct guess of you guys. Nobody anyway told Austria will win. So nobody believes in Austria.
This is a bad statement from us. Kevin is gonna kick asses.
Okay. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a safe flight and see you soon. Bye-bye.
See you Friday. Bye.
See you guys. Ciao, Daniele.
Ciao.